Today, I'm going to show you how to make chewy and delicious homemade noodles from scratch. And with homemade noodles, you can make so many delicious Korean noodle dishes at home, including jjajangmyeon and kalguksu, which are so good. It's a simple recipe for 2 serving size that anyone could follow at home. And the only tool that you need to make these delicious noodles at home is a sharp knife to hand cut your noodles, which by the way, is easy to do. Today's recipe is made especially for my friends that do not live near a Korean market, so that you can enjoy delicious Korean noodle dishes at home. Now, make sure to watch to the end because I'm going to show you how to freeze your homemade noodles so that you could have it at a later time. 오늘의 레시피, 쫄깃쫄깃하고 아주 맛있는 칼국수면 만들기. 오늘도 여러분들과 영어로 함께 하겠습니다. Hi everyone, this is Helen and welcome to Modern Pepper. 안녕하세요, Modern Pepper의 헬렌입니다. The ingredient list is also available in the description box below. To make our noodles, we need 1 3/4 cups of all-purpose flour. That's 1 cup, half cup, and 1/4 cup. And we also need 1/4 cup of potato starch. And to this, we need 1/2 tablespoon of salt. Now, this part's optional. If you can get soybean flour, we need 1 tablespoon of that. Or you could use 미숫가루, which is ground up rice grains with other beans that looks like this. And we use it as our drink shake, which is so good with soy milk or milk and honey or just water and honey. Try it. And the link will be in the description box if you're interested. So when you add soybean powder or 미숫가루 to your noodle mix, it just makes it taste a little bit more nutty and just a little bit extra delicious, that's all. And then we're just gonna mix all this up with our fork. And for those of you that want to make this extra healthy, you could also use whole wheat all-purpose flour as well. Here I have 1/2 cup of cold water, and to this we're gonna add 1/2 cup of hot water. And mix it up. So when you touch it, it should just be warm water. And we're gonna slowly add our water in the middle like that. So just add a little bit at a time and just mix with the fork. So I'm gonna add about 3/4 cups of our warm water. Depending on the temperature of your kitchen, hot or cold or sea level or mountain level, the water amount will vary. So I just want you to add enough so that you could kind of mop up our dough together. And before you add any more water, what I want you to do is use your hands and let's try to mop up our flour into dough. So I want you to just massage and mix until our flour turns into dough like this. What I want you to do at this point, because we still have some left here, as you can see. So before you add more water, I want you to massage it. And basically the center of this dough is gonna be more moist and wet. Then you press and press to pick up the excess flour in the bowl like so. Squeeze and massage. And look at that. Now our bowl is clean. That's a trick that's very important. But if your center feels a little too hard, then you add a little bit of water at this point. But for me, 3/4 cups of warm water is perfect. Then on a clean surface, set your timer to 8 minutes and we're just gonna hand knead our dough. So you wanna pick up this end, pull and tuck and press with your palm like that. Pull and press, pull and press. So you go around in circles, you lift the edge, you tuck into the center and you press. And you keep on doing this for 8 minutes. And you could also pick up your dough and squeeze the edge and then tuck and pull under. Squeeze the edge and tuck and pull under like that. You just, it's easier than pressing down with your palm. So this is another way to do it. And 8 minutes later, look at that. It's nice, smooth. And at this point, it should be moist enough, but not wet that your hands are gonna be dirty. So you should feel like the consistency of Play-Doh. So at this point, you wanna take the dough in your hand and then you wanna use this hand to slide and turn like that. Slide and turn to make a round ball, like so, okay? And then you put it on the clean surface and kind of shape it again into a round ball, like that. Then we need a piece of plastic wrap, place your dough in the center, and then I want you to wrap it up. Place it in a Tupperware like so, and let the dough rest at room temperature for 1 hour. But if you want your noodles to come out extra tasty, I want you to put it in the fridge for 12 hours to let it just hang out. And here's one that's been in the fridge for 12 hours. Let's take a look. When you let your dough rest for a period of 10 to 12 hours in the fridge, they become one. So if you have the time, I highly recommend letting it sit in the fridge for 12 hours, and you'll notice that it feels like gum, like gummy. And that's exactly what we want to make our noodles chewy and just, extra delicious. Here I have a generous amount of cornstarch for dusting, and we're gonna put some on a clean surface. Flour will get absorbed into our dough, and cornstarch will act as like a barrier to prevent our dough from sticking together. And then our dough. We want to shape our dough into a rectangle and put some more cornstarch on top and just pull it into a shape of a rectangle like that. Then we're using a rolling pin. We're just gonna push and stretch. And then we're just gonna put a little more of our cornstarch. Now, it's easier to roll out your dough when the dough is at room temperature, but I highly recommend just working with the dough straight out from the fridge when it's cold, because doing so preserves the elasticity of our noodles so it stays nice and chewy. All right, that took literally all of 3 minutes, or maybe even less. It's also important to not over roll that it becomes too thin. Thickness should be about this much. Not too thin, but not too thick either. After you rolled out your dough like this, then we want to put more of our cornstarch. Again, this acts as a barrier so our noodles and our dough doesn't stick together. So we're basically priming it so that we could cut our dough into beautiful noodles. So once you have the cornstarch on, then what I want you to do is pick up one end and bring it over to this side. And from here, we're gonna add more cornstarch. Then we're gonna fold this end over here and put more cornstarch, and then pull this end over like that and put more cornstarch. And then we're gonna turn it over and put some more cornstarch on the other side. And then we're gonna carefully pick this up and put it on our cutting board. You don't wanna go back and forth with your knife. It has to be one single stroke, so you go down like that. You don't wanna cut the noodles too thin because then it'll break apart as it cooks. So cut it relatively on the thicker side. Then you wanna add a little bit more of your cornstarch on top and just rub it across like this. Now, this is if you're gonna freeze your freshly homemade noodles. So what you wanna do is take a chopstick and go under to the center. So about, 3-4 inches about to here, and then you pick it up like that. Look how beautiful this is. You could totally make this at home. And then you take your hand and you go under and you pick it up. And then what you want to do next is take your noodles like that, and I want you to kind of separate them like this. After you separate the noodles, add a little more of the cornstarch, mix it up, and then I want you to pick it up and gently twist the noodles like so. Place it on a plastic wrap like that, and then wrap it like you're putting a night-night blanket, and then you place it in like so. Then place the lid, put it in the freezer, and eat it within 1 month. And before you eat it, make sure to thaw it out in the fridge. We're gonna eat this right away, so in that case, you just wanna pick up and gently toss our noodles like so. And you could even put more of the cornstarch. I have to tell you, like, holding onto these like homemade noodles in your hands, it feels really so cool. If you're not gonna cook them right away, I want you to freeze them the way I just showed you, or store them in the fridge and use it within 30 minutes max, or else these will kind of start to gel together, and that's a no-no when it comes to freshly made noodles. Now, this part's really important. So within that 10-minute of window while you're getting the water boiled or whatever, you have to cover your freshly homemade noodles with a plastic wrap so it doesn't dry out. Next recipe is on making 칼국수. Kal means knife. Guksu means noodles. So today we made knife-cut noodles. And next recipe, I'm going to show you how to turn this into a delicious dish. And this is what we're making next. 칼국수. That's the name of the noodle dish. I'm going to show you how to make a simple version. And all you need is this soy sauce, seasoning sauce that goes with it. And of course, your homemade noodles. So subscribe and hit that notification and don't miss out. Bon appetit, everyone. The noodles are chewy and soft and cushiony in my mouth. Oh, so wonderful. So in addition to jjajangmyeon noodles, which everyone loves, the black bean sauce noodles, you could also make these garlic noodles. OMG, it is so good. No more takeout noodles, honestly. Once you get this down, you'll be so happy. I want to thank you for watching today, and if you enjoyed watching today's video, as always, I would greatly appreciate it if you would click on that thumbs up icon and subscribe if you haven't done so, and hit that notification bell. 여러분 오늘 재밌게 보셨으면 꼭 좋아하는 버튼과 구독 버튼도 눌러주세요. 다음 영상에서 꼭 뵙겠습니다. 감사합니다. Alright folks, I will see you in one of the videos you see right here.